Hello guys, welcome to my channel DIY Repair Now. Today we're going to be working on a Maytag Bravos. The model numbers are on the display. This repair covers all these three model numbers. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting the washer machine on test mode, and as you see right now I turn to the left 360 degrees to be able to start the test mode. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back, 5 to the right. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This is the way we put it on manual test mode. Now we are checking the lid switch. That's how you check the lid switch. Now we're gonna go ahead and test cold water. Now we test hot water. There's nothing. Now remember, when you press, like for example, when you press and water is coming in, you have to press it again to stop the water from coming in, and then you go to the next cycle, and then you press to activate the test, and then you press again to deactivate the test. Now we have the drain pump. Now there's nothing. Now we have spin mode. Now when it goes to the spin, it looks like it wants to start really good. Then we put it on wash cycle. Now you have to wait a couple minutes until it switches from spin to the wash cycle, and there you go. You see that it's try to agitate, but it's moving the whole drum. Now if it's moving the whole drum, you have to take in consideration the actuator. It looks like it's not changing completely from the spin cycle to the agitation cycle. Now a lot of people say, oh, the first thing you have to check is the agitator, but as you can see in this footage, the drum is trying to spin at the same time than the agitator. So this is telling me there is something wrong in the bottom with the mechanism on the actuator, or something is going on around there. Now we're going to go ahead and put something on the floor. To be able to check underneath. Then you're gonna need a 5/16 bit or 5/16 screwdriver to be able to remove this cover. Once you remove the cover, you can access to the actuator, and you're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver or a Phillips bit on the drill. Then you're gonna go ahead and remove the two screws that holds the actuator. By the way, they are green, so you don't miss them. There we go. Now it's a harness that you have to release from. As you see, that's where the two screws go, and this harness, you just remove it from the harness, and I can kind of feel that there's something going on with this actuator. It looks like it's not doing the job right. Here we have our new actuator. And I'm going to show you the part number. There is the part number for the actuator. If you have any of these three model numbers, this actuator will work. However, always verify with your part supplier. Here we have one right next to the other one. And we're going to go ahead and install our new actuator. Then just go ahead and grab your Phillips screwdriver or Phillips bit with your drill and install your two green screws that holds the actuator in place. Once you finish installing the actuator, go ahead and install your cover back in place. Remember, this is a 5/16 screws, so you're gonna need a 5/16 screwdriver or a 5/16 bit on your drill. Sometimes it will get a little complicated because they reduce space. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the washer in place and go ahead and do the test mode again to find out if it's gonna agitate the way it's supposed to and verify if everything went well at this point. Go ahead and install your drain line to avoid water going all over the place. Go ahead and plug in your washer. And now we're gonna go ahead and again 360 degrees to the left, and then we're gonna go ahead and start 1, 2, 3, back, forward. That's our test mode when the light starts flashing. Then 1, 2, 3, that's manual test mode. And then we lock the door. Then we throw a little bit of water in. We have to press the buttons and go through the whole test mode one by one. Remember, every time you check one setting, let's say the water valve, you have to press it again to turn it off. When you see the lights flashing, that means it's nothing there. There's a third valve, and then when the lights flash, then it's nothing there. This is the drain pump. Now we're draining whatever water will fit in with the water valve test. Now there's nothing. And this next one is the spin. Now I'm just gonna turn it on for a little bit just to make sure the actuator is gonna work fine. But then we're gonna switch it from spin to wash cycle to make it agitate and verify if everything is fine. As you see, spin works very good. That was low spin, this is high spin. But as you see, the lights are flashing because it's still spinning. It will not go to the next step, to the next cycle, to the next test into the light stops flashing into the drum. It stops spinning. As you see, it stops spinning and then it starts the next one. Now we're gonna go ahead and check our agitation. As you see, it's still spinning and the lights are flashing. Then it's gonna start agitating. Once the lights stop flashing, it's gonna go to an agitation, and then you're gonna hear a couple clicking sounds from the bottom of the washer because it's changing from spin to agitation. And as you can see, now it's agitating and it's not moving the whole drum along with the agitator. It's just the agitator moving by itself, and this is the way it's supposed to work. Now we're gonna put it in high agitation, and as you see, everything is working perfect. At this point, we're pretty much done with this repair. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and I see you on the next video. After you're done with the whole test, just unlock the door, press the button for 3 seconds, and that's gonna reset everything. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.